to attend our 2017-2018 cookie training. I'm going to do my best to make this as brief as possible tonight, hit all the high points, make sure that you all are getting the adequate information that you that you need. There is a couple of house cleaning things that I would like to go over with y'all before we get started. If you have a question, if you could please put that in the question and answer box instead of the chat. What we are doing is at the end of the training, I will, with my team, be answering those questions for you all. I will go over them. As we're going through the training, if I see some or I need to stop and the team we need to talk about one of the questions, we will. If not, all questions will be answered at the end. So if you will please put your questions in the Q&A box, not in the chat. That will help us as we are preparing to help answer your questions. And then what we plan on doing is taking those questions and we will download those and we will send out any that we cannot answer at this time. We will send those out to all of you that are attending tonight so that you have those questions answers that you had asked the council. So with that being said, I am Jessica Dow. I'm the Director of Product Sales. I've been with Girl Scouts for 10 years. Some of you know me, some of you have heard of me, and some of you don't even know me and don't even know what I look like because I'm kind of behind the scenes. And but I am, these wonderful ladies are on my team, and you won't find a better group of product sale ladies than these, and they are here to help you, and I will introduce them shortly. And we will start. Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia, 2017-2018 cookie training, and all together, we are all together awesome. And this is a list of who we all are and how you can get in contact with us. Of course, my name is at the top, and there's my phone number and email. Then for the Albany area, you have Christine Branham and her direct line and her email as well. Athens and Gainesville, we are proud to welcome Ms. Carrie Carson as your new product sales manager for the Athens Gainesville office, and her number is there along with her email. The Augusta area, we have Priscilla Brazel, and there is her phone number and her email. Columbus, Miss Susan King. Lizella and Macon, we have Miss Pamela Rugen, and the Poudre and Savannah area, we have Christina Banks. And before we move on, just to kind of give y'all an idea, to give you the information on the cookie hotline. The cookie hotline will open on January the 8th through March the 9th. And the hours and times are listed below. It's the same as it was last year. And all of this information that we are going over tonight is in your volunteer guide. And this training will be recorded and placed on the VIPE site along with the complete volunteer guide. So if you miss something tonight, you have two different places you can find the information out. One is in your volunteer guide that each service area was provided for the troop leaders, and then one it will be on the VIPE training. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about our Altogether Awesome Cookie program. Cookie Fun is in the house. Big sales, big party, big goals, and we are all together awesome. So Altogether Awesome is our theme for this year, and we're going to go over the 2017-2018 rally. It's called the Cookie House Party, and you can find that, more information on that in eBuddy, the VIPE, and also in your, yeah, my mind just went blank. I'm sorry, in your volunteer guide. Next. This year, as you all remember, we had GSUSA had the national contest last year, and this year they're reintroducing that again. This year it's a little bit different. This year it is Show the World Her Cookie Selling Savvy. This will encourage her to step up today and show everyone how the world's largest girl-led entrepreneurial program helped her to be the barrier-breaking, challenging, crushing, lead-taking cookie pro. The cookie season, this cookie season, 6 girls nationwide, 1 per Girl Scout grade level, will be named GSUSA's top cookie pro and get the epic chance to be featured on the Girl Scout cookie box. By entering this contest, girls get a chance to Unlock this awesome limited edition Cookie Pro patch. So they'll for participating, they'll get the patch. Have the opportunity to, if they win, to travel to New York City for an all expense paid Girl Scout cookie entrepreneurial experience where girls will talk business with GSUSA leaders and be recognized as the top cookie pros and be featured on a cookie box. And this is how it works. Who can participate? Registered Girl Scout cookie sellers from participating councils. How does the girl enter? By completing their very own Cookie Pro resume survey online and submitting it along with a photo. And down below, you'll see the link, girlscouts.org/Cookie Pro. Entry details and official contest rules will be available starting September 1st. And this, if you go to girlscouts.org/Cookie Pro, it will give you the entry details and the official contest rules. Her Cookie Pro, okay, I'm sorry, yes. And also her Cookie Pro submission should include these things: cookie badges she earned and skills she learned, what she's done and plans to do with her cookie earnings, best-selling tips for crushing cookie sale goals like a pro. Next. Now we're going to kind of jump on into our Operation Cookies from Home. Operation Cookies from Home begins December the 18th, 2017 through March 4th, 2018. Girls get credit for every Operation Cookies from Home box that they sell toward their Girl Rewards and earn special rewards for selling 15 boxes for Operation Cookies from Home. That has changed. It used to be 12 boxes. This year it's 15 boxes. So please make note of that. Special rewards for selling 15 boxes for Operation Cookies from Home. Donated to the military men and women at home and overseas. GSHG will order and ship the appropriate number of boxes to the Council's partnering organization at the close of the program. Every girl with at least 15 boxes allocated to her by the end of the program can earn the Operation Cookies from Home patch as long as you, the troop leader, fills out and submits the proper documentation to www.gshg.org on the Cookies Plus page. And since 2009, Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia has donated more than 110,000 boxes of cookies to our service members across the overseas. Now a little bit of information for our altogether awesome volunteers. Responsibilities of leaders, and we know that this is a labor of love. All leaders must be registered Girl Scout adults, follow the Girl Scout promise and law, follow all policies, and meet all deadlines. Before the sale, complete VIPE training, complete the training, and verify eBuddy. During the sale, you need to be involved in eBuddy, online sales, cookie pickup, covered orders, and booth sales. And after the sale, reward and celebrate with your girls on a huge cookie success. And I have a few more things regarding the responsibilities. Be sure to complete the product sale manager agreement and ACH forms. These are found in the Cookies Plus section of our website. And during the sale, the cookie manager will enter orders for the girls, order cards, and keep eBuddy up to date. Monitor online sales from digital cookies. This will be visible in eBuddy. Coordinate the booth sales, arrange for cookie pickup, and distribute them to the girls so that they may deliver their orders. Collect money, issue receipts, and make frequent bank deposits. After the sale, you will need to fill out the reward order in eBuddy, deliver any donated cookies your troop has chosen, keep troop records, distribute the girl rewards in a timely manner, and celebrate with your amazing Girl Scouts. Planning cookie season on her terms. This slide here is some volunteer resources that you can find in your volunteer guide, as well as on eBuddy, and as well as on the VIPE training. I'm not going to go over these word for word, but this is some great volunteer resources and a great way for you to engage your girls and your service area and your troops into the fun activities and getting them excited about selling the Girl Scout cookies for 2018. Volunteer. These are other volunteer resources. As I said, these are in your book. There's the interactive cookie season planner, the booth guide for volunteers, cookie videos for girls, Cookies 101, a guide for families, the Cookie VIP e-training, and new troop cookie games. Play with your mobile device. We feel like the girls are really going to like that. This is a new platform on the mobile devices for the cookie games. This is stuff you can do at your troop meetings or your parent meetings, etc. And also the cookie calculator is new this year. That will help you to calculate before you enter your girl items into eBuddy to make sure your calculations and your money match. The number of boxes for your and the total due matches. So please be sure to go into eBuddy and use these resources to help all of you make this 2018 cookie sale a little bit more smooth. The Booth Recorder app, Girls Select All, and the record sales Girls Select All. The Booth Recorder app will not be turned on until February the 8th, 2018, after the initial delivery. So I want you all to make aware that the Booth Recorder app will not be turned on until February the 8th, 2018, after the initial order. This is the record sales Girl Select All. This helps you with your record keeping as far as what booths you've chosen and the times and what to allocate to each girl. So this is a sample setup here with a Troop 6073 booth sales. Now let's go over our altogether awesome important dates. This too can be found in your volunteer guide as well as on the VIPE training, and it's also on the eBuddy landing page. The cookie calendar, and I am going to go through this because I think it's very important that you are aware of all of these dates, and you also have them to reference back to in your volunteer guide. And this is a good way in your volunteer guide to share with your parents and your troop leaders if your service area. The first is the initial order taking begins December 18th. We listened and we heard and we realized that you all wanted to have those girl order cards for your families and friends for the holiday season. So therefore we are starting our pre-order only on December the 18th. Parent permission forms are due on December the 18th. Your product sales manager agreement is due on December the 18th. ACH forms due and bank information in eBuddy on January the 6th. The cookie booth schedule of this year, we've moved it up a week because we heard you and we knew that it would be more convenient for you, and that is going to be on January the 13th. Troop initial cookie order due into eBuddy on January the 16th. Troop initial incentive order due into eBuddy on January the 16th. Service area district initial cookie order due in eBuddy on January the 17th. Service area district initial incentive order due in eBuddy on January the 17th. Initial order cookies will be delivered February the 2nd through the 5th. The cookie cupboards will open for additional cookie pickup on February the 8th. Cookie booths begin on the 9th. Troop deadline to decrease initial payment is February the 12th, and that is a hard deadline. There will be no exceptions made for any decreases after February the 12th, 2018. Troop's first payment is due February the 20th. So that gives you from the 12th, from the time that gives you 1 whole week for the cookies to come in and the girls to pick up their cookies, or you get the cookies delivered, to know whether you're going to need to decrease your payment. So again, February the 12th is the hard deadline for decrease in initial payment. National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend is February 23rd through the 25th. There'll be more information to come about National Girl Scout Weekend during the cookie sale. Cookie cupboards close on March the 2nd. The cookie sale ends on March the 4th. All money is to be deposited into troop accounts no later than March the 5th. Troops notify of a decrease in final payment, which is a hard deadline and there will be no exceptions after March the 6th. Troop Girl rewards order due in eBuddy on March the 6th. And Service Area District Final Incentives order is due in eBuddy on March the 5th. And if you have any questions about any of the dates, please put it in the Q&A and we will answer them at the end. All right, let's talk about our Altogether Awesome cookies. This year we will have the same selection of cookies, variety. We will have the Core 6, the Trefoil, the Thin Mint, the Savannah Smile, the Do-Si-Do, and the Tag-Along, and the Samoa. We will also be offering the Girl Scout S'mores cookie and the Girl Scout Toffee-Tastic. You will be able to reorder the s'mores for your booth. Those are not pre-order only, and neither is the Toffee-Tastic for this year. The bakery has guaranteed us that we will be able to reorder and that we will have ample supply to spread throughout our council. The cookies, the Core 6 are going to be $4 a box, and the specialty cookies will be $6 a box. The 2018 Girl Order Card, if nothing has changed on that, all of the nutrition facts are on the left-hand side underneath the cookie, as well as on the cookie box. So all of that information is there for you to look at, and it's on the box and it's on the order card. And all 6 cookies are listed here along with your donated cookies for Operation Cookies from Home. The digital cookie. I will let you know that we are not participating in girl delivery on the digital cookie platform this year. It will be either online sales, or once we get the cookies in hand, we will have those available for girls to sell at their booths. And I will get into that just a few minutes later. I wanted to let you know that there's 4 easy steps to get moving with a digital cookie platform. 1 is to register, 2 is to set up your site, 3 is to invite the customer, and 4 is to track your goal. I want to also remind you all that the digital cookie mobile app will be available, but will not be available until February the 8th, when booths open on the 9th. This is the Sell on the Go app, the digital app, and I want to remind you as well, the digital cookie mobile app is for individual girl level only, not to be used by entire troop. Cookies will not be transferred by council to multiple users specific to a specific girl's app. So in easier terms, is each mobile app has to be downloaded by that girl's parent. That girl's landing page is on that app. So if you're at a cookie booth and your girls want to sell cookies via the mobile app, you have to do it on an individual girl basis. A troop cannot use one specific girl's app to sell cookies at the booth, because every girl's link is specific to her landing page. So again, individual girl level only, not to be used by entire troop. Cookies will not be transferred by council to multiple users specific to one girl's app. And there's lots more to learn about the digital cookies in eBuddy and on our VIP e-training. And please feel free at any time to reach out to your local product salesperson, because they are there to help you, and they are there to help you get the digital platform set up, and we are more than happy to help you at any time. The digital order card, reiterating a little bit of what I was saying, Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia will be participating in the digital order card again for 2018. We will not be offering girl delivery again this year. We will be offering in-hand delivery through the mobile apps as an option beginning February the 8th. When the girls have cookies in hand, they have already been accounted for in eBuddy. They will be able to accept payment via the mobile app for these cookies. This transaction will be recorded directly in the eBuddy system for individual girls. That's why on the digital app, it is so important that each girl uses her own app to sell the cookies so that that the transactions will be recorded in that girl, and it's for that particular girl, and council doesn't have to move a bunch of cookies around, and you don't have to move a bunch of cookies around. So in all, it's a great resource, but one that we must use wisely and correctly. Altogether awesome. Let's check out what's going on during the sale. The business of cookies. Initial orders in eBuddy are due January the 16th. Reorders begin February the 8th. I will go over some new criteria for reorders in just a moment. On this page, you will see that we have listed the approximate amount of cases per different car types. And so if you will take this, if you will take that and use that, it will be to your benefit, because I can guarantee you're not going to get 60 cases of cookies in a Volkswagen Bug. So I would hate for you to pull up at the cupboard to pick up cookies and need 60, because I don't think it's safe if we tie them to the top of the car. And that's a lot of money that the girls have earned for their goals to be splattered all over the highway. So, and delivery is the 2nd through February the 2nd through the 5th. Picking up cookies in the cupboards. So here's some of our new criteria. All cupboard orders must be placed online through eBuddy. For small orders, please allow 48 hours after placing your order for pickup. For large orders, you must have them in the system by 10 a.m. on Monday in order to get them by Thursday or Friday. This will allow us time to get them shipped from the bakery to our locations. So, when we say a large order, if a service area is wanting to order 200 more cases of cookies, I need to know that by Monday at 10 o'clock, because if I don't have the inventory in our footprint, or even if I do have the inventory in our footprint and I have to move those cookies, I'm going to need enough notice to, one, either order those cookies from the bakery and get them here from from Louisville, Kentucky to our areas, and that takes a 2-day transit, or it's going to take me a 2-day transit to get it from warehouse to warehouse. So if you're going to place a large order and you want it before the next weekend's boost, I need to know that by 10 a.m. on Monday. It needs to be in eBuddy, and I need to be able to pull that on Monday morning, because I have to let the bakery know by 12 o'clock on Monday to guarantee that we will have the cookies in our footprint by Thursday. The minimum order is 125 cases for your order to be delivered, to whether that's to a troop leader's house, to a service unit, to a cupboard, or where. We have moved that from 75 to 125 cases because of the trucking companies the cost of gas, and they have rose their charges. So we are going to have to make it worth their while to bring the cookies. So it will be 125 case minimum for your reorders to be delivered. If you do not come back to the cookie cupboard and pick up your order within 24 hours of your scheduled pickup date and time, the order will be deleted from the troop and you will not be charged. Cookies may not be returned or exchanged once you leave the cupboard locations. We do have a few new cupboard locations this year. We've got 2 new warehouses, and we also have a new Gainesville office. The Athens, Gainesville area will be using Crown North American again. Carrie Carson is your point of contact, and on the side you will see the dates and times. That is also listed in your book and in your volunteer guide, and we will also have it on the VIPE training and an eBuddy when you go to put in a cupboard order. We also have the new Gainesville office. The new Gainesville office is located at 353 Spring Street Southeast, Gainesville, Georgia. It's actually right downtown Gainesville on the Burnell campus. So if you put that in your GPS, it will take you straight to it. We're going to have a small cupboard there. We also have a new cupboard in Augusta. It's H&S Transfer at 1240 Gordon Park Road, Augusta, Georgia. Priscilla has all the information about that for the Augusta area. If you'll please reach out to her, and she will help schedule. She will let you know of any changes on the dates and times for pickups. We're using AC White Poodler again, AC White Hinesville again. The Albany office will have a small cupboard. We'll have one in Tifton at the Tifton Storage Solutions. We also have a new warehouse in Columbus. We are using AC White in Columbus. Susan King is your point of contact for that, and we'll have all the information because those are still to be determined. She's working with them as we speak, and she will have those available to you as soon as we get those from the warehouse. The address to the new AC White is 4949. I'm going to try this. Chattooga Road, Columbus, Georgia, 31907. We'll also have a small cupboard at the council office there in Columbus. And again, we will be using AC White and Macon as the cupboard for the Macon area. The booth sale, we're going to talk a little bit about our booth sales, about the booth selection date. The selection starts at 9 a.m. on January 13th for any troops wanting to select booths. Round 1 is from 9 to 9:30 a.m. Troops may choose 4 booths, limits 2 per chain, and chain is your big box stores, your Kroger, your Walmart, your Sam's Club, your Piggly Wiggly, your Food Lines, your big box chain stores is what we're talking about when it's a limit 2 per chain. You must stay within your service area on round 1. You also must stay in your service area in round 2, and round 2 is from 9:31 to 10 o'clock a.m. Limit 3 per chain. Round 3 is 10:01 to 10:30 a.m. Troops may choose 6 more booths, a total limit of 4 per chain. So in the first 2 rounds, you stay within your service unit. Round 3 is when it opens up. Round 4 is 10:31 to 11 o'clock a.m. Troops may choose 6 more booths, total limit of 6 per chain. At the end of this 2-hour period, troops may have chosen up to 20 booths. And on round 5, January the 17th, the site will open up for all troops and be able to select until March the 2nd if the time slot or the place is available. Money Matters. We're going to get a little bit more in depth with y'all about Money Matters on this training, and we have also provided this in your volunteer guide and also on the VIP training. Cookie proceeds. Troop proceeds and reward opportunities for girls. Troops will earn at least 55 cents per package sold. 1 to 149 cases is 55 cents per box. 150 to 199 cases is 60 cents per box. 200 plus cases is 65 cents per box. Girl Scout cadet seniors and ambassador troops only may opt out of individual rewards to earn an additional 5 cents per box. Girls will be eligible for the participation patch. So if the cadet, senior, and ambassador troops that do opt out to earn the extra 5 cents, again, they will receive the participation patch. Money handling. ACH form needs to be completed online by January the 6th. You must fill out and sign the ACH form. If you do not choose to do the ACH, you need to bring a certified check, a cashier's check, or a troop check to the council office or cash, but you have to bring that into the shops to deposit it. We would prefer that everyone go ACH. If you have any issues with the ACH or any questions, you can reach out to your local product salesperson. We will be able to assist you with that. Troop bank information must be in eBuddy by January the 6th. Initial money in your troop bank account by February the 20th. Again, notify product sales department of any initial payment reductions by February the 12th. And that is a hard deadline, and there will be no exceptions after February the 12th. Deadline to have all cookie money in the troop bank account is March the 5th. Notify your product sales department of final payment reduction by March the 6th. Hard deadline once again, and no exceptions will be made. Troop is responsible for bank fees due to ACH returns. If any Troop has an ACH return and you did not notify council by March the 6th or February the 20th, the Troop will absorb the bank fee of the ACH return. Failure to submit payment for Girl Scout cookies by the deadline may result in immediate release of the Troop cookie manager and involvement of a collection agency to recoup the amounts due plus Troop cookie proceeds. Distributing cookies and receiving money. This is something that we at council are striving to you all to pay extra close attention to and to follow these guidelines to ensure that all troops are not held responsible for any mishandling of money from parents or volunteers or patrons that buy cookies from you. As soon as you pick up your Troop initial cookie order, please promptly distribute the cookies to the girls. Protect yourself. That's the number one thing. Protect yourself. Fill out a money cookie receipt for every box of cookies and money received. We cannot be more clear on that filling out these receipts that we provide for you from council, how important it is. Receipt every box of cookies, include the variety, how many of each, to whom, the Troop number, the date, the signature of the adult accepting, and the signature of the person giving the cookies. Both parties should count the cookies together and sign the receipt. When you receive money, count all of the money. Count all the money before the parent leaves the premises. So if someone hands you a wad of cash, you want to count that there, right there with them, fill out this receipt and get them to sign, and you sign. You sign the receipt by area, have the parent sign the receipt from area. Give the parent the yellow copy of the receipt. You retain the white copy. Keep copies of all receipts. We cannot say that enough. Keep copies of all receipts, because we at council do not want the Troop or the Troop leaders to be held responsible for any mishandling of money or no monies turned in. Keep track of Girl Scout cookie inventory and money in eBuddy at all times. Deposit money directly into the Troop account as soon as you receive it. Do not hold on to money. We've had several incidents where money has been stolen out of people's homes, cars, office desk, grocery store, because you met, Miss Sarah at the Kroger before you went into the Kroger, and you left your pocketbook sitting there and there was $400 in cash, and somebody come by and grabbed it. You're going to be held responsible for that if you do not deposit that money. So please deposit money directly into the Troop account as soon as you receive it. Do not hold on to money. Solicitation of contributions. In the Blue Book of Basic Documents, revised this in 2017, the statement comes from the Blue Book of Basic Documents set forth by Girl Scouts of the USA. All councils are to abide by this with their charter. In this statement, one will see that direct solicitation for non-financial contributions is not allowed at a booth sale for any other purpose of selling cookies. They may choose to donate to Operation Cookies from Home, but it is not allowed to ask for donations directly to or for your Troop, service area, or any other organization. Adult members in their Girl Scout capacity may not solicit financial contributions. So when in saying this, so we can reiterate a little bit, you cannot, as a Troop, set out a donation box, jar, bucket, anything for donations. If someone comes up to you and they want to give you a $5 donation for your cookies, that is fine, but you cannot put a donation box out there. You have, if someone would rather donate to your Troop and give you $10 for Operation Cookies from Home, you can put that toward Operation Cookies from Home. But we are not allowed to put out donations to solicit donations in such ways as a donation jar, bucket, box, etc. Debt. The reason why we here at council are stressing so much to you on doing receipts and not holding on to money and making deposits very promptly is because this is our debt that council has outstanding right now. I wanted you all to see this so that you would understand why we are so boisterous on you all about being responsible for the money and the cookies and having receipts and getting signatures. In 2014, we began our debt with right around 184,000, and we still have 35,000 outstanding. 2015, we had 101,000 at the end of the season. We still are trying to collect almost $19,000 from 15. 16, we had 64,000, and we're still trying to collect 21 of that for season 16. And season 17, excuse me, we had $69,500 in debt, and we are still outstanding is $28,000, right at $29,000, and we're still trying to collect on that. So right now, going back 4 years, the council is still trying to collect $76,294.10 in debt. This is why it is so important to turn in your delinquent accounts on time, and if you have any issues and need a reduction in your payment, you need to let us know as soon as possible. That's why we have set those hard deadlines for that, and it's so adamant that you fill out your ACH form and get that back to us by the deadline, because we are trying to dwindle this debt amount down. But I thought it would be good for you all to see what kind of debt that we deal with almost every year after a cookie sale. And yes, it's getting better every year because we put new requirements into action, and that is helping us, and you all are helping us because you're staying on top of it. Debt procedures. We introduced our debt procedures for parents and for the troop at our 2017 product manager rally. And we are requiring signatures. We got a law firm to help us with this so that we can guarantee that we were able to get the signatures and that these forms will hold up in court. So I am going to read these because I want you all to know this. This is also in your volunteer guide. There's a copy of this there, and there will also be one. Both of these will be on the VIPE training, and these are also on our website at gshg.org. Go under Cookies Plus and then go under Forms, and they are listed there with the rest of the forms. Along with these two forms, the delinquent account form is also in your book, and is also available on on the VIPE site, and as well as on our website. All parents must sign acknowledgement of debt procedure form. All parents must sign acknowledgement of debt procedure form. And this is not a woo-foo form. This form has to be printed out, and it has to be signed, and it has to be turned back into council. If you do not have the means of printing this out, please let council know. We'll be glad to do it for you. Troop Cookie Manager is to notify council no later than February the 12th, 2018, if a parent fails to make initial payment. Parent may not swap or receive any additional cookies until the initial payment is made. Parents must prepay for any additional orders. GSHG will file criminal and or civil charges on parents with law enforcement or the magistrate court with theft by taking or theft by conversion charges. Payments will be accepted, but only by certified check, money order, or credit or debit cards, or cash. That we will not take a personal check. In addition, your daughter will not receive rewards for the sale and will not be able to participate in product sales in the future until all debt is paid in full. Any adult who has an outstanding debt to the council cannot be certified as a member in good standing of GSHG and therefore may not officially represent the council in the community, council, or beyond. In addition, she and he cannot handle troop funds or monies. The troop debt. Same goes, it's pretty much the same, and I am going to read it just so that we can all be with the same understanding. And this is also found on the VIPE training, on your cookie book, and on our website. Troops that cannot make their first full initial payment, not including delinquent parents, will be denied access to eBuddy, and no additional cookies for the troop can be ordered through the cupboard or through troop-to-troop transfers until the troop brings the account current. Troops will have until February the 26th to correct any NSFs issues on the initial ACH payment. If a troop's final payment is unsuccessful, troop will be notified and given 5 days to pay the debt or sign a council condition payment plan. Troops will not receive rewards or be allowed to participate in any upcoming product sales until payment is resolved. Payments will be accepted via certified check, money order, credit, debit card, or cash. All troops that are not on an agreed promissory note will have civil or criminal charges filed against them with law enforcement or the magistrate court with theft by taking or theft by conversion charges. Service unit and district bonuses. Your service unit and district bonus is in that form is a WUFU form that you can find online, and you will also be able to find it on the VIPE training. It is on our website under Cookies Plus under forms, as well as in your no, it is not in your volunteer guide because it is a WUFU form. There are certain criteria that you have to meet to get the 25 per case minimum. If you do not meet all criteria, you do not receive the whole 25 cents. But if you meet some of the criteria, you can receive 5 cents per criteria. There are 5 criteria: the membership goals, the forms, finalizing the sale, delinquencies, and payments. Each of those are worth 5 cents. If you were to meet 3 of those, then you would get 15 cents. If you reach, if you reach 4 of them, you will get 20 cents. If you reach all 5, then you will get 25 cents. So a troop can earn anywhere from 5 cents to 25 cents per case. And this form, like I said, is at gshg.wufu.com/forms. The link is provided below, but it is also in your book. The deadline for these forms is Friday, March the 9th, 2018 by 5 p.m. That is a hard deadline. There will be absolutely no exceptions after March the 9th by 5 p.m. Friday, March the 9th, 2018 by 5 p.m. This form has to be turned in to council. The Girl Rewards. The Girl Rewards this year are absolutely fantastic, and we are so excited about those. We will start with the cookie dough chart. On our cookie dough chart, it's the same as it was last year, and your cookie dough can be used the same as it is in many different ways. It can be used for shop purchases, council events, and sponsored trips, GSHG resident camp, Girl Scout destinations, district and service area sponsored events, gold or silver award project expenses, and Girl Scouts of the USA lifetime membership. Unused cookie dough earned during the 2017-18 cookie program will expire December 15, 2018. So the girls will get their cookie dough via email the first week of April, and they will have until April the 1st, 2018, and will have to December 15th, 2018 to use it. Please be advised that cookie dough is non-transferable from one Girl Scout to another, or from a Girl Scout to a troop. So that we want to reiterate that again. Cookie dough is non-transferable from one Girl Scout to another, or from a Girl Scout to a Girl Scout troop. And don't forget, we always have the online cookie dough and the shop only cookie dough. In-house or online, either one. The rewards this year, I'm not going to go over them word for word, but I am excited about some of them, as the whole team is. This year, our little plush animal this year is a little sea turtle. She's as cute as she can be. She's up in the right-hand corner. You all should have gotten this in your service unit packets that you received from Little Brownie. Your order card, I mean. So you should on your order card. So this year, the Turtle Plush Troop It's 275 boxes per girl average for your initial order, and each girl has an initial order in the system. Each girl in the trip will receive the turtle plush, and she is as cute as she can be. And the girl can go online, and once they receive her, they can name her, and they get a birth certificate. It's really cute. The other initial rewards this time are the Samoa earbud cases for 300 plus boxes. And then, of course, the 200 plus box level is a super seller patch. And as you can see here, there are several new, items. We have the theme patch. We have a lot of different incentives here. We are bringing back the Best Buy card at the 125 cookie dough level. We're bringing in a Yeti camping jug. We're bringing in an instant camera, a camping set, or a bicycle, or a Best Buy gift card at the $300 level. And then we're doing the Nintendo Switch at the $400 cookie dough level. Booth sales, always help girls to reach their goals. And final rewards are not cumulative. Incentive orders will be filled based upon availability. If orders cannot be filled, girls will receive cookie dough in place of rewards. Brand names may vary. And we have brought back our 1,200 plus box trip, 1,200 plus boxes trip. This, not trip, but club. I apologize. And this year, it's again the admission to the Quest Fest. The deadline to register for this trip is March the 16th. This is not a chaperone trip, but an opportunity for the girls to attend with her troop or family. Council does not chaperone this trip. This is a girl and family trip. So the girl and her parents will have to, do this on their own and not with council. Council will not accept any reservations for this trip after the deadline. It is important that this deadline is enforced so that council has the time to schedule and book tickets. These levels are not cumulative. And our 1,800 plus box clubs, and I'm excited to say this, our rising 6th through 12th graders will take a fantastic trip to New York City, New York, June 18th through the 21st. And our kindergarten through rising 5th graders will take a two-night, 3-day trip to Atlanta. And on both of these, we're going to do the city passes. So the older girls in New York will be able to experience such places as the Statue of Liberty, the 9/11, several of the museums, Grant Park. We're going to try everything we can to fill in. The New York trip is for 3 nights and 4 days. We will fly up on the 18th and fly home on the 21st. And our younger girl trip to Atlanta will be the 4th through the 6th. So we will leave on that. We will depart on that Monday. We will be there Monday night. And it's 2 nights and 3 days. So we'll be there Monday night and Tuesday night and come home on the 6th. Council will not accept any reservations for this trip after the deadline. It is important that this deadline is enforced so that council has time to schedule and book tickets. These levels are not cumulative. And these trips are staff council chaperone trips only. No parents or troop leaders will be allowed to attend or chaperone. Altogether awesome. How to. The VIP e-training. This is the landing page for the VIP e-training. If you go in and request your access, this is what you fill out, and you request your access. It will send you a link, and then you will be able to create your password, and you will be in. This is just kind of a screenshot of what the VIP e-training request access looks like. Also in eBuddy, we have the eBuddy Basics. We have the help center. In the help center, you'll be able to find, you can take it has information about digital cookies, specific cookies, the smartphone apps, everything you need to know as a leader is either in it's in the help center. And as you see, we have it circled there. And you can click on all of these links, and there's even a Q&As there that can help answer some of your questions. And then we also have something from our counsel there. The initial order. This is a screenshot of what your initial order would look like. We have girls listed here on the left. As you enter these, this is how the numbers will calculate. You will see at the bottom your total, and this will help you when you're entering entering your girl order for your initial order. And this is a good way you can print this, and then once you print it, to make sure your calculations are right and that everything is entered, then you can hit your submit order button. And this can also be found on eBuddy on the Help Center. And also, anytime you have questions with this, especially our new leaders, the product sales team is here to walk you through that and help you get through the first phase of the initial order. Boost sales, troop requests. All right, we have two different types of boost sales. We have the original boost sales, or the traditional boost sales, and then we have the My Sales. The My Sales are specific to certain certain troops by certain businesses that will only allow for that specific troop to sell cookies at their location. And an example of that is your mom and pop, a fruit stand, or a hometown drugstore, or a parent's business, a hardware store. So this is the direction when you are going in to select My Sales. It's at the top right hand side of the booth sale tab. You click My Sales, you add the location, you complete the information and click add. Click on that booth location and click add a time, and you enter the time. You enter the sale date, start and end date. You do not need to check the approved box. Enter any My Sale booths in eBuddy at least 72 hours prior to the actual date to allow time for approval. So on your booth sale, on the My Booth, it's a little different than your typical booth sales, and your product sale team will be more than happy to help to assist you with this. These are not chain stores, and they are limited to a specific troop request. So just so that you know what the My Sales booth, the My Sale cookie booth stands for. Covered information. This is your troop view. This is what it will look like when you go in to place a covered order. You will have the date, the pickup, the type is normal. And over on the left, you see cases and packages. You'll put in the cases and it will show you the packages. It will give you the hours of operation for each, for the warehouse in which you have chosen. And then your contact information should be sent there. And then at the bottom, it shows you the hours of operation for the covered. eBuddy Cookie Calculator. I spoke of this earlier. In eBuddy, you'll see the quick links there. And this is the quick link to the cookie calculator. This is new this year, and it will help you to calculate your cookies as you're inputting your initial order. This is just an easy resource for you, a new resource for you troop leaders. And as you see here on your quick links, you'll have the littlebrownie.com, the VIP e-training, the digital order card, ideal cookie sale, and the cookie calculator. And that is in the drop-down box under quick links. Troop sales report. This is what your sales report will look like for your troop, and I suggest or recommend that you look at this occasionally, or more so than occasionally. This way that you know how many boxes of cookies your troop has sold, what has been entered, how many booth cookies have been entered, and also shows your digital order card packages. So and then down at the bottom, it will show your total sales, your troop proceeds, and what's due to council. And it's always a good to take a look at this maybe every 2 days or maybe once a week during the sale, so that you can verify that everything has been entered and everything looks right on the sales report. This is what we pull at the end of the report to verify against your ACH on what is going to be pulled from your troop account. So not only are you looking at this, we at council are looking at this as well and using this for our ACH. And thank you very much. That wraps up our training for this evening. And I do appreciate you all attending. And we are going to, I see we have quite a few questions at the bottom, and I'm going to do my best to answer those now. So let me pull up these, and let's see. It says, I heard that from Vicky Seal. I heard this is the last year for Savannah Smile. Truth or rumor? That is a rumor. What if we have two girls that are brownies? Can they use the same app if they are sisters? No, they cannot. Each girl has their own landing page in DOC. Just because they're sisters doesn't mean that they're using the same landing page. They have to be logged in as themselves so that it calculates on their landing page and the digital order card. Will there be a slideshow available for parents or for parent meetings about cookies? No, you as the troop leader or the service area are welcome to use any of the training that we have provided for you, but we will not be doing a slideshow for parents about cookies. That's why this training is for service area and troop leaders, so that you can get the training and then go back and train your parents. Why can't cookie dough be transferable? The reason that we at council, we decided this 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago in 2015. That's because the girl worked really hard to earn her cookie dough. And it's that girl's cookie dough. It's not everyone else's cookie dough to be used. So we feel like it's the girl's cookie dough for her to use at her discretion. Is it new this year that parents won't be able to sign cookie dough over to troop leaders for troop use? That is not new. We have that was actually in place last year as well. And I went back and looked through my notes to make sure that I had not forgotten or had not known when we put that in. But they cannot sign it over to the troop for troop usage. But I will let you know that if a troop leader is going to pick up stuff for a specific girl, the parent can give permission for that, but the girl cannot take her dollar amount, whether she's got $50, and give it to the troop. That cookie dough is specific to that girl. Do they get cookie dough and the prizes, or they choose? They choose. When will the volunteer guide be available on the website? It is on the VIPE. I don't know that we're going to put it on the website. We can work on that, but I'm not real sure. I will answer that tomorrow and get that out to you in the Q&As when we send to all of you that have attended. The VIP training only lists Clark Hill as a service area. I'm River Shoals, Iron Horse.
We're working on that currently. All the service areas should be up by the end of the night.
Yes. Okay. So that answers that. Do leaders or cookie managers need to sign this and turn into council at the end of the sale? The final sales report. That would be, the leaders should turn into you. I mean, actually, I would like for the cookie manager, if you're talking about the sales report, usually we get that. The troop leaders turn it into the service area, and the service area can turn it into council. Does only one person, aka cookie manager, have access to eBuddy, or can the troop leader and cookie manager have access to this? The cookie, I'm trying to think. There's only one person. No, only the 01 and 02, and then if you assign a cookie manager for the troop, I'll have to look into that and get back with you on that. I have to see what eBuddy allows, but I do know that the cookie manager has access, and then the co-leader has access. I'll have to check into that and get back to you, Amanda. How do we even figure out how many cases we should initially order? Well, you'll know from your girls' initial order how many cookies that they have already sold. And if you're wanting to get enough cookies for your first booth, I would go back, Amanda, and look at what you did last year and kind of look at that. We do not recommend that you pad your orders on the initial order for the first round of booths, because you actually get the cookies, most of you will get them on the third, fourth, or fifth, and that'll still give you time to get in reorders. But if you're going to order additional cookies on your initial order. I would go back on and look at last year's and see what you did that first weekend of booths, and that'll kind of give you an idea of what you might want to pre-order. Can I have both troops use one email for eBuddy? No, ma'am. Each troop has its, you have to use for both. All right, Natalie, are you asking if you, I guess you're asking if you can sign in to see both troops for your email for eBuddy?
I think that you can, but I think we need to just double check.
Yes, let us double check that, Natalie, and we will send that out in the Q&As as soon as we get them ready. Is there any sort of training for people who haven't done this before? That covers what all these apps are and what the actual process for selling, or is that what will be explained in the VIPE training? We don't actually have a separate one for one. This is kind of what our Cookie Rookie training is, but yes, the VIPE is the VIPE training is a great resource for new leaders, but what I highly recommend is that you get with your local product salesperson or your service area cookie chair and let them help you and guide you through your first cookie season, because there's that's what we're here for, and we want to be able to help you in any way that we can. So feel free to reach out to us. It is a little bit overwhelming. I understand that, but it's not as hard as it seems once you get into it and get going. So reach out to your local product salesperson or your service area, and they'll be more than happy to help you get up and get going with cookies.
And then also the eBuddy help desk, where we showed where that side link is, they have tons of step-by-step, very detailed trainings and information about how to use all of the apps, how to enter your initial order, how to add a cupboard, all of that. There's very, very detailed step-by-step, and we felt that we weren't going to reinvent the wheel and try and put that again in another spot. But again, like Jessica said, to just reach out to us, and we will help you go through all of that and get to the right spots and get the right trainings.
Okay. Where could I pick up a volunteer guide? If you are a troop leader, you need to get with your service area manager. I'm not sure what area you are, but every service area manager received the volunteer guides, and if not, you can pick one up at your local council office. Did the girls only sell to families starting 12/18? No, the girls can sell to anyone on 12/18. That's just your initial order. So so they can sell to anyone. We just started to sell a little early this year so that they would be able to see their friends and family over the holiday break and do their initial order. It's not specific to anyone. Okay, Natalie, okay. We are a new troop. We have no record from last year to reference how many to order for your first booth, say. Okay, Amber, if you will reach out to your local product salesperson, they can help you with that. They can kind of guide you in which direction to use for that. New troops, how much should I order for my first cookie booth sale? All right, new troop, if you, Renee, if you'll reach out to your local product salesperson, we will help guide you to do that. Okay, another brand new troop and didn't sell cookies last year. How do we know how much to order? If you are a new troop and you have questions about how much you should order for your first booth or for any extra on your initial, reach out to your local product salesperson and they will help you, or your service area cookie chair, and they will help you in deciding that. If we have our own account, do we need eBuddy account? I'm not sure what you're referencing as far as, I'm not sure. Okay, we'll have to get back with you, Shirley, on that. I'm not really understanding your question. If you'll want to send that to one of the emails on the training, we'll be able to assist you with that. Just signed to Jessica Council. We'll need to set up Natalie's account. Okay, all right, we can do that. We're working on that. I've been trying to log into this, and it's only let me here until now. I'm just entering the meeting. I apologize. You may have answered this question already, but I thought this was the Cookie Rookie training for those brand new troops. Is this not that meeting? Yes, this is that meeting. Our training is pretty much standard. And that's why we say to reach out to your local product salesperson, but this is just the meat and potatoes of it. And your local product salesperson or your service area person will be able to assist you. Are the girls allowed to ask for payment up front? Yes, they can. That's left up to the troop leader at her discretion. But if you do take money up front, you need to make sure that you do a receipt for it and get that money deposited quickly. And Renee, Jasanya can help you with that because she's your cookie manager. And Natalie's saying that she can meet with new troop leaders for River Shoals. I'm the cookie person. Are there any more questions out there?
There's one last. Can you
use a Square Reader for credit card sales? You are welcome to use a Square Reader for your credit card sales at your booths or when you're selling cookies, but council does not pay any of those fees for that. That is on the troop, and the troop will have to absorb those costs of the fees for using the Square. Who would we contact in Macon for our new troop and cookie sale to get help? All right, Christine, you will reach out.
Macon, that'll be me.
Yes, Pamela Rogan. And then Pamela can get you familiar with your service area that you're in, and we will get you all taken care of.
Welcome, Christine. I'm excited for you.
Is there any, we'll stay on just a few minutes more to see if there's any other questions. If you do not have any other questions and you want to go ahead and drop off the call, you're more than welcome to. And I want to tell you all thank you for attending the training tonight. And we will, like I said, this will be recorded on the VIPE training, and we as product sales team is here to help you. And thank you so much. This was my first time doing this, and I hope I did an okay job, and I appreciate your patience. I hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I didn't go too slow. But we appreciate all of you and everything you do for the Girl Scouts of Historic Georgia. Have a good evening. All right. Please tell us again where we can see a copy of this recording and slides. Amber, you can see it on the VIPE training. What area do you live in, Amber? If you see that, if you could write that in, that would be great, so I can direct you in the right direction. And yes, Christine, Pamela's contact information is on the website.
Yay. Okay, Amber, I'm your local product salesperson, and Tina Skeen is your service area product salesperson. So if you could just reach out to me. Tina is also a great resource. If you haven't met her, she's somebody that we certainly need to get you in touch with as well. Kelly Kramer, when will we receive the receipts for your orders? There is a packet like you received for the nut orders that you'll get from your service area person or your product salesperson.
Yeah. So whenever you meet with your service area to pick up your packet, you'll get some then, and they may have some extra. If not, we have extras at the council office. All right, Pamela, is that it?
That's everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Okay, now then. Whoops.
Oh, Amanda, hey, Pamela, Amanda Grover said she
I
didn't
see
catch your
that.
name. Did you see that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Amber. Tina Skeen is your service area person for your area, and then also myself, Pamela Rugen. I'm here in the Macon office, so you can always give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'll be glad to get with you. In fact, I'll send you an email once we get a log off of all of this, so you'll have my information, and I'll send you Tina's.
She said, thank you, Pamela. I'll come talk to you next week.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Listen, I
Amber,
think
sorry.